After my parents died, my wealthy aunt came to our house and gave my sister and me two choices. One was to become her daughter, and the other was to receive her financial support to go to school. My sister was quick to hug my aunt's arm and call her mommy, eager to become a rich heiress. Even if you become a top student at Harvard or Yale, you'll still end up working for us rich people, she sneered. But my aunt already had a biological daughter. My sister, as a fake heiress, was never truly favored in the family and eventually became a plaything for those rich assholes, catching some nasty STD in the process. I, on the other hand, studied hard for years and successfully got into Harvard. After graduation, I landed a job as an executive at my aunt's company, earning nearly $1 million a year. The day my aunt invited me to a family dinner, my sister completely broke down. She set fire to the mansion, and we both died in the blaze. When I opened my eyes again, we were back on the day my aunt gave us the choice. This time, my sister pushed me forward. As the older sister, I should let my younger sister have the good life. Sis, quickly call her mommy. I stumbled, almost falling to the ground. Turning back, I saw the calculating, smug look in my sister's eyes. I realized I had been reborn. I was back at the turning point of our lives, and my sister has been spoiled by mom and dad. She dreams of being a rich heiress all day long and can't handle any hardship. Why don't you take her in as your daughter? I love to learn and I'm not afraid of hard work. I want to change my destiny with knowledge. Hearing my sister's words, my aunt looked at her with admiration, but when she looked at me, there was a hint of disappointment. Before I could decide, my aunt said, "All right, then the younger sister will come with me. But let me make it clear, although I have money, it doesn't grow on trees. I don't like kids who only know how to spend money and live a luxurious life, so I'll give you a monthly allowance of $10,000. If you can't control yourself and exceed that amount, you'll have to figure it out yourself." My sister's lips curled up and she smiled with a hint of malice. When she was adopted in her past life, my aunt didn't specify a spending limit. She simply gave her a credit card. She used the credit card to spend money like crazy, buying luxury goods, treating people to meals, and enjoying the life of a rich heiress day and night. Later, my aunt found out about this and limited her to $20,000. Now, she deliberately said in front of my aunt that I was spoiled and couldn't handle hardship, constantly worsening my aunt's impression of me. As a result, my allowance was even less than hers in her past life. She secretly gloated, looking at me provocatively. "Sister, you just go ahead and enjoy this kind of life." I realized that my sister had also been reborn in her past life. She thought that I chose to study because I knew in advance that my aunt's family was complicated. She thought that I didn't compete with her and deliberately pushed her into the pit of fire. So this time, she wanted to see me walk the path she chose in her past life. She wanted to see me fall and be crushed into the ground. But there's more than one path in life. In my past life, I was able to change my destiny through studying. In this life, even if there's a mud pit ahead, I can still forge a path. Facing my sister's slander, I didn't care at all. I simply stepped forward and bowed to my aunt to express my gratitude. "And I don't need that much money. $5,000 a month is enough. Before mom and dad died, my sister and I only had $50 a month for living expenses. $2,000 is already a huge sum for me now. You know, my aunt and dad never got along and didn't have any contact before. If it weren't for the pressure of public opinion, she wouldn't have bothered with us two sisters at all. When I was studying in my past life, my aunt only sponsored my tuition. I knew it was better to rely on myself than to ask others, so I didn't ask her for living expenses. Instead, I earned enough money for my living expenses through part-time jobs. Hearing me take the initiative to cut my allowance in half, my sister was shocked for a moment, and then her face was filled with disdain. "Sister, I didn't expect you to be so worldly wise. You can't ask for too much at first. Everything has to be done gradually. When everyone thinks you're sensible, it'll be easier to ask for more benefits from others in the future. It seems dad didn't spoil you for nothing. He even taught you these principles." Seeing that my aunt's impression of me was changing, my sister kept trying to smear me. In her past life, when my aunt came to our house to have us make a choice, faced with my aunt's question,